If your social media feed is full of recommendations that have no purpose other than just being time killers, then you're surely not scrolling social media the right way. And in this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to make that scrolling actually good for you. Have you ever felt like the internet is reading your mind and showing you exactly what you're already interested in? Well, there's a term for this phenomenon, and it's called an echo chamber. On social media, this happens because the platforms use algorithms that track what you watch, like, comment on, and share. They then show you more of the same, making your feed filled with content that suits your interests. While this might seem convenient, it's actually limiting. You're less likely to encounter diverse viewpoints or new ideas, making you stay in a bubble. But when you start interacting with content that makes you think differently or teaches you something new, you start breaking out of that echo chamber. The more you engage with diverse content, the more you'll notice that your feed starts to change. But even with a more diverse feed, it's easy to fall into the trap of endless scrolling. We've all been there, scrolling through social media, only to look up and realize that an hour or more has just vanished. Well, it's not by accident. These platforms are designed to keep you engaged, making it all too easy to lose track of time. That's why I've come up with a rule of thumb that helps me keep my scrolling time in check. The rule is simple. From the 24 hours you have each day, decide how much time you want to dedicate to scrolling. Let's say you choose 1 hour. Now break that hour into 4 slots. You'll have 4 15-minute slots to use throughout the day. It's entirely up to you when you want to use these slots. You can even combine 2 or more slots if you prefer a longer scrolling session. But here's the twist. If you exceed your daily quota of scrolling minutes, it'll cost you $1 for each extra minute. At the end of the week, that money will go to charity. For example, if you lose track of time and scroll 5 minutes over your 1-hour quota, that's 5 extra minutes, which means $5. At the end of the week, you'll add up these extra minutes and donate that amount to charity. But what if you don't use up your entire scrolling time for the day? Well, don't worry, you can roll over the remaining minutes to the next day. However, you can only accumulate unused time within the same week. Once the week ends, your quota resets. By the way, if you're already using any technique to limit your screen time, then do share it in the comments section below. Maybe your technique can be helpful for others too. Now, while limiting your screen time is crucial, it's equally important to be aware of what time you're scrolling. Just like you wouldn't eat a heavy meal right before exercising, because you know it's not going to end well, you should also be smart enough to realize when it's not good to scroll. In an earlier video, I mentioned some of the worst times to scroll, and among them, 2 of the most important times were at least 1 hour before bed and the first half hour after waking up. Scrolling before bed can disrupt your sleep, and doing it right after waking up can set a distracted tone for the day. However, when you scroll during the right times, like during breaks or when you need a quick burst of inspiration, scrolling can actually be a great way to refresh your mind. By the way, did you know that excessive use of your phone can lead to a problem called brain rot, which we've discussed in detail for you in this video?